Hello viewers, you are welcome to this week's edition of VERITAS Half Hour, a weekly program produced by the VERITAS University Abuja Media, where we talk about academic excellence and quality formation. My name is Cyril Ele, your regular anchor. In today's edition, we have a big catch. We have here today the Dean, Postgraduate Studies, VERITAS University Abuja, Professor Gabriel Egwe. Professor, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, Cyril.
Professor Egwe is, I call him a big catch and you'll be wondering why. He had a first degree in 1988, BA English from University of Calabar, and then a master's in the same English in 1994 from University of Calabar, and then obtained his PhD in 2005 from the same University of Calabar. But that is not all. Professor Egwe is the first, in quote, indigenous professor produced by VERITAS University Abuja. He's actually the first professor produced by VERITAS University Abuja in 2016. In 2019, he gave his inaugural lecture, and so far is the first inaugural lecture of the same university. Professor Egwe wears so many caps, among which includes he is the chairman of the very important strategic committee of the university, a committee that was set up to drive the goals, missions, and visions of the founders of VERITAS University Abuja. But today, we are not with him to talk about his inaugural lecture or to talk about his various degrees. No, today we want to talk about the postgraduate programs. Prof, you're welcome again.
Thank you, Cyril.
What, since you took over, what are the innovations that you are trying to bring to this postgraduate school?
Okay, thank you very much, Cyril. And I want to say that it's such a huge pleasure to have you with me and to ask me to share the insights regarding the repositioning of the School of Postgraduate Studies, VERITAS University Abuja. I assume it is sometime in October this year, and part of the agenda is to reposition VERITAS University Postgraduate School. And we are doing that anchoring on 4 pillars. Okay. We are saying that our postgraduate school is going to be flexible, it's going to be stable, it's going to be reliable, and it's going to be customized to meet the needs of our graduate students, and we're going to blend it both on-site and online delivery modes. And when we mean flexible, we mean that we are going to offer programs that takes into account the dynamics of the students that we admit. And when we say stable, we mean that we are going to run a program that will be sure of when you are admitted and you are sure on when you are going to graduate.
Okay.
In other words, a student knows exactly when to start the program and knows exactly when to end the program. I want to add that to drive that home, we have insisted and we've asked all the departments to prepare their academic calendars and insert in those calendars specific dates where there will be seminars, where there will be proposal defense, where there will be internal examinations, and when there will be external examinations. That is to ensure that students and staff understand very clearly that this is when you are coming in and this is when you have to exit. We have no plans to keep any students longer than necessary, a day in VERITAS, whether we are running a postgraduate diploma or it's a master's program or a PhD. So that's the agenda we are bringing to graduate school to ensure that we position and make ourselves very, very competitive.
Prof, it's interesting to hear this because most of the complaints we have had from students, generally not of VERITAS University, is that postgraduate programs are taking a little longer. Mm-hmm. People no longer know when they will graduate. You no longer know whether you will even graduate. Okay. some students are known to have abandoned their programs halfway. Is that something that worries you at Veritas University?
Well, when we came in on board, we met with all the postgraduate coordinators, both at the level of the department and at the level of the faculty, and we also had meetings with all the students, PG students, online and on-site. We made it very clear that we want to run a flexible, stable, and reliable program. And we can't do that without understanding the dynamics that had led to delays in other schools and why students abandoned their project. One of the key things we have brought on board is that we now have what we call supervisor's progress report of candidates. And we expect that at the end of every semester, supervisors must submit progress report of their students and their candidates they are supervising. We've also developed what we call candidates supervision logbook. And that logbook is where the candidate who is being supervised will write his or her own experiences with his supervisors and submit to us semester by semester.
Checking the checkers.
That's right. So that we will know at what point there's a need for quick intervention. Whether it is the supervisor who is not doing his work or the candidate who is not keeping to the schedule of the supervisors. We've also asked supervisors to agree with their candidates a schedule of meetings. So I know when I will see my supervisor, and my associate knows when he or she will see me. And we believe that if there are any reason where those schedules cannot be kept as planned, there should be sufficient communication between the supervisor and the supervisee. All of this is to ensure that the time is kept and you are sure, like we said, you are running a flexible, stable, and reliable postgraduate program. And it's customized to the needs of our students. We know that some of our students are working, they are working class, but we still have to find a way of blending their work status and that of the students.
But when we talk of customized,
yes.
As you have said, yes. Of course, some of your students are working class people. Exactly. Are you talking of incorporating the virtual learning with the physical learning for people like that, or must they come to campus to spend some days, some weeks, some months, interact with their supervisors, or what's your plan here?
Okay, like I said earlier on, we are blending both on-site and online delivery modes as a matter of policy. And of course, as you are aware, during the lockdown, VERITAS was not locked down. We ran our lectures, we ran our examinations online. And I want to tell you that during the lockdown also, we had external examinations run online. For our both masters and PhD students. Even now, the exam that I just finished from the Department of Economics, over 20 candidates, was all run online. Even the supervisor was here physically, but the students were in their various locations and it was done online. I want to even say here that we had this, one of our colleagues who is on our PG program, but was suddenly transferred to Sierra Leone.
Okay.
He wrote to ask us if we could continue with his program online, and of course the answer is a big yes. So already we are working with him. He's in Sierra Leone right now for I think 2 years or 4 years secondment to Sierra Leone, and we are prepared to serve him.
It's not going to affect his
not at all.
As long as he does his own business.
Yes, the lectures are ongoing, and when it comes time for his examination, we'll examine him online.
Okay, based on this, will your school, the postgraduate school, have yearly admission for candidates, or is it on quarterly basis or as they come?
Thank you very much. Again, just to go back to the point we made initially, we are going to run a flexible system. It means that we don't have beginning time and end time admissions. Our admissions run as regular as possible. Okay. So no student is going to feel I came in late, or no. We ensure that our programs is targeted and meeting. That's why as part of the customization. You know, we will customize means we are looking at the candidate as our primary market and focus. So we make room for you to engage you at whatever time you come in. So you have nothing to lose, and we'll meet you at your point of need.
What programs are available for postgraduate candidates currently at Veritas University?
Okay. Well, just for the benefit of our listeners, we run 3 streams of postgraduate programs. We run the postgraduate diploma, we run the master's program, and then we run the PhD program. So let me start with the big one, which is the PhD programs. Currently, we run just 2 PhD programs in economics and in political science. Now, those are the degrees we run, but within economics, there are various areas of specialization, whether it's in health economics, development economics, or political economics and whatever. And then in political science, we have programs in political science core, we have programs in international relations, we have programs in policy studies and security and all those as areas of specialization in political science.
Yeah.
Now for the master's program, where we run quite a number of them, we run the master's program in English and Literary Studies, we run the master's program in History and International Relations, we are also run the master's in Economics, obviously, and then master's in Political Science and Diplomacy, Accounting, Business Administration, Public Administration, Chemistry, Microbiology, Applied Physics, and then of course Education English for the master's, and then Educational Management as one of the programs to be run. We are awaiting university resource verification so that we can start the programs in philosophy and the Executive Masters of Business Administration, and then MPA as Masters in Public Administration. Now for the postgraduate programs, we have the postgraduate program in education. We also have it in political science and administrative studies, accounting, marketing, business administration, public administration, pure and applied chemistry, pure and applied physics, microbiology, and of course education and economics and things.
Okay.
So these are what we have at the moment.
All right. What about area of concern by students? Maybe this is a faith-based university. It is classified as private too. Is it affordable?
Well, we are a private institution and faith-based, but we operate a public license.
Okay.
And I think people need to appreciate that. Although we are a faith-based institution, but we operate a public license. And that means our admission is not restricted to any category of faith or race or persuasion.
Okay.
And so we admit students from all categories.
You're not going to run it like a seminary school, even though it's a Catholic institution.
Not at all. And with regard to the fees, I need to say this, and I think it's very important for the public to know this, that we are the cheapest or lowest fee-paying private institution that you can find in Nigeria.
Really?
Yes. And I think that's the point of the matter. It's not because that is the cost of training a student, but that the church actually subsidizes each candidate in this university with over close to $1 million per candidate, per student. So what we charge is just a little, because the church by its teaching has preference for the poor. And for it to ensure that both the children of the well-to-do and the not well-to-do are given opportunity, its fees must be as low as possible to at least cover some of our costs, because we know that our proprietors are subsidizing almost every student to close to $1 million per student. So our fees are very low if you compare to other private schools, even here in Abuja or elsewhere. We charge quite a very low fees.
Okay, are there challenges definitely surrounding your new office that you have noticed, and how are you trying to overcome these challenges?
Well, definitely life is always our challenges, but the beauty of it is that what you might consider as challenges are actually opportunities, that you can leverage on. And one of those things that since I assume office we have to challenge is to make the students understand that the school is for them, right, and that we need to give priority to their needs and expectations. And of course, if you had maybe one or two complaints in the past, and tended to feel bad about maybe how the program ran because of certain challenges, but we are intervening, and we are offering them that globally, for students to retain your students and for success, you need to target the needs and expectations of the students. And that's the assurance we are giving to them, that whatever we need to do to make their stay here successful and enjoyable and pleasurable, we will do it. But we must keep the standard as high as is possible. And so the challenges are that I know that some of the students will begin to feel that we are now on their neck because we are going to ensure that they too do their work. Because if we say 3 semesters, we mean 3 semesters. And that means you have to do extra work. That means we have to drive you. And so you will be prepared to walk the extra mile if you want to keep to the schedule we are going to prepare now. So I guess that some of them will not be, they will feel that we are dragging them very hard because that's how we have to be if we must make it. So those who are going to feel that we are too much on their neck in terms of schedules and meeting the deadlines, this is a challenge. They should know that it's meant to ensure that these programs are completed as and when due without any...
And the standards are met.
Excellently.
Wow. It's been nice talking with you, Professor Gabriel Egbe, Dean, Postgraduate School, Veritas University, Abuja. We wish you good luck in your new assignment.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. Come to Veritas and enjoy quality, research-oriented postgraduate studies and experience.
Thank you for talking with us, Professor Egbe. We'll be talking with Professor Gabriel Egbe, Dean, Postgraduate School, Veritas University, Abuja. Thank you. Veritas University Abuja is Nigeria's Catholic university founded by the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria in 2007. Since then, it has been the dream of the founding fathers to establish a strong and befitting law faculty as part of efforts to strengthen quality legal education in Nigeria. Through the assistance of Professor Epiphany Azinge, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, the Idigwe family of Asaba agreed that the law faculty should be named after their father, late Justice Chike Idigwe, a one-time justice of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Since then, the Idigwe family, led by Chief Anthony Idigwe, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, is supporting the upcoming law faculty in many ways, and for this, we are grateful. Reverend Father Barrister Anthony Azubike is the coordinator of the law faculty and its pioneer staff. He says,
our aim is to build the strongest law faculty in Nigeria and to produce a globally competitive set of law graduates.
In partnership with the Idigwe family and the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria, we are calling on all men and women of goodwill to please join us in this funds drive to make the Justice Chike Idigwe Faculty of Law at Veritas University Abuja not only a reality, but a force to reckon with in legal education in Nigeria and beyond. The maiden online fundraising on Saturday, December 5th, 2020. For further details, please contact Chief Anthony Idigwe, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, at his law firm, Punuka Law Firm, Lagos, on phone number 070-649-11932. Thank you. Welcome back. We are still focusing on the postgraduate programs at Veritas University Abuja. Having spoken with the Dean, Professor Egbe, we wish to welcome in our midst now another very important key person in the admission policy for the postgraduate program. We have in our studio Reverend Monsignor Dr. Sasa Michael. Monsignor Michael is the head of department, philosophy department at Veritas University. He is also the chairman, admission committee for the postgraduate programs in Veritas University. Monsignor, you are welcome.
Thank you. Pleasure being here.
Thank you, sir. Admission into the postgraduate school in Veritas. How is the drive done? How do you bring this to the public to know about the programs you offer at Veritas University Postgraduate School?
Well, good question. We have target points.
Okay.
We target those who are done with their first degree and are looking for second degree or even the third, depending on the department, the course, or the discipline they want to read. We also target workers who want to improve on their career. And so this takes us to various establishments. We have such attractive packages like, studying online. So even while in your office, you still can follow. Of course, at weekend, where possible, there is a contact session where possible. Where not, we have other provisions put in place to make sure that students don't lack. And then the university itself is student-focused. It is they who want education, and we are ready to offer. So we try to see where we can, meet their needs without taking them through excruciating corners and curves, and that will make them uncomfortable. We make sure that you are proud of the materials you receive. So these are some of the strategies we have. The edge we have over and above many other universities is what the VC has put in place with the cooperation of everybody on staff, with the various departments and faculties, and that is to make lectures available online.
Okay, in addition to the possibility of physical contact.
Contact, exactly. Okay. Now this had become necessary because of COVID-19.
Okay, the new normal, as they say.
The new normal, exactly, the new normal. The old normal is virtually giving way.
For the new normal.
God bless the world.
Old things shall pass away.
Shall pass away. And giving way to new.
Okay. So why would I come to VERITAS University, Abuja to study for my postgraduate rather than go elsewhere, apart from the possibility of a combination of online learning and physical learning? What other things would make me want to come to VERITAS University?
Let me share one point with you. Perhaps viewers may be interested.
Okay.
I don't know, but God will help Nigeria.
Amen.
I studied in Europe.
Okay.
And just like the Old Testament universities in this country will tell you, those days, students knew when they came in and they knew when they would go out, all things being equal. Today, unfortunately, it's not the case. Now, a lot of people will blame it on ASU, but that's not right.
Okay.
That's not right. It's a game. Education is a game where everybody must play his or her own part. In a situation where lecturers are prepared to play their part and government is not prepared to take its own part, it's a tragedy. And very unfortunate for education. So ASU cannot sit down, for example, and teach where there are no materials available. Teach where laboratories are not well equipped. Teach where what you need to teach cannot be made available to students. Then what are they studying?
So in the case of VERITAS University Abuja...
In the case of VERITAS University Abuja,
yes.
We know what our points are. We know our target.
Okay. Which are?
You know when you are coming in and you can guess when you are going out. You really can be sure if you work hard. Okay. So that now takes the place of what is going on in some other universities, where you know when you are coming in, you don't know when you are
going out.
When you are going out. Two, you talk of commitment. Now, teachers, we don't go on strike, for example. So lecturers are committed, and you know what you are getting. And you see, the VC is so insistent on that. It's like a no-go area. A few lecturers have had to change address because of not complying. So discipline is on ground. And then you know you are studying and you are getting the benefit of your study, get the benefit of your money. By the time you come out, Veritas wants to be proud of its products.
As the admission chairman,
Yes.
how do you engage these students or candidates before they become students? Is there a kind of orientation after you select them? And how is the selection process for people coming into the PG school?
Well, anybody who feels qualified can apply.
Okay.
That's the first step. Now, we have orientation, we have what we call interaction session before resumption. This is a private university. We have values we respect. Mm-hmm. We know certainly that you are not allergic to values. Things that will elate people meeting you, things that will make you, feel high, shoulder high among your mates. These are the values we protect here. Are you ready? Would that go well with your blood? Well, if you are allergic to discipline, then right from the beginning, you may do well to change your address.
Well, Monsana Sasa, I don't want to be rude to you, but it is time for us to conclude this conversation.
I wish it could continue.
It will continue at some point, but now we have to go. We've been talking with Reverend Monsana, Dr. Sasa Michael, who is the head of Department of Philosophy Department at Veritas University, Abuja. He is also the chairman admission committee for postgraduate school. It's been nice talking with you,
Thank you,
Father.
sir.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure, sir.
Thank you, viewers, for being part of this program. We always thank you for investing your time with us. My name is Cyril Ole. Be with us next week.